Hey everyone, it's Lawrence from StudioHawk here, and today we're going to be talking about how to use keyword modifiers. So I got deep into the world of keyword modifiers a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it'd be great to film a video about what ways you can use keyword modifiers to enhance your keyword research and just have a lot of fun with discovering new keywords in your overall SEO strategy. So in this video, I'm going to break down the different types of keyword modifiers because there are actually just more than one than just cheap or best. There's different types in terms of geography or time-based or emotion-based. So we're going to look through some of the search results and see what they give us and learn about keyword modifiers along the way. So what is a keyword modifier? So keyword modifiers are phrases that you can use to add on to a main keyword that can enhance and differentiate that search result and glean new keyword opportunities for you. So a couple of examples of that I can run through is an adjective modifier, basically describing the type of characteristic of the product or service. So a great example of that is the word best. So if we go to the search result and we look up best pizza in Melbourne, we're going to get a list of different search results, usually an aggregation of results as well when we look at keyword modifiers like best, or if we look at like something like cheap, it's going to give us more aggregations of what it qualifies to be the cheapest pizza in Melbourne, giving us different search results and potentially different keyword opportunities to look at too. Keeping on the theme of pizza, because don't we all love pizza, is different usage modifiers. So when we look at pizza in Melbourne, maybe potentially we could look at, or just pizza in general, pizza for students. Even better than this, a couple of modified keywords is free pizza for students. This is where you can really get into the heart of what your audience is searching as well. So when we look at free pizza for students, things like Domino's and different forum posts come up and things like that. If you're providing really good, insightful information about this because you're a pizza provider, let's say a pizza restaurant, that'd be quite useful for users and potentially a great landing page for your website if you were in this particular niche. So if we expand that out, we can definitely look at something like free pizza for seniors. And this is where you can just add layers to the types of keywords that you're looking for and expand out potentially from just the conventional things you might think of when you're looking at a word like pizza or a word like protein powder. So if I looked at protein powder for seniors, what would I get? I get the 7 best protein powders for seniors in 2023. Another informational type search and another great example of an informational piece of content I could create on my website if I was selling protein powder. Now, jumping back to my keyword searches about pizza, I did put in Melbourne. That's another keyword modifier that I was using at that time. So if I was looking at pizza as a topic and looking at locations, there's more locations than just Melbourne to look at for pizza. There's definitely the heart of pizza, which I believe to be New York City, where they've got really great dollar slices and things like that. This is a geographic keyword modifier that you can use to find different locations that you might provide your products in and expand out those types of keyword searches around locations. If you were building location pages, in city, in state, in country is a great modifier to use if you're looking to do more international or localized searches or a really regional SEO strategy behind that too. There's things like size modifiers, which can describe basically the size of a particular product. So a great example of this would be wireless speaker. It's great to have a wireless speaker, but we know that wireless speakers are usually quite small, but people might be searching for a mini wireless speaker on top of that too, which can create a whole different category that you can optimize for. Right here, we've got Catch and Kogan creating a little niche category called mini wireless Bluetooth speaker. They're trying to optimize for a very, very niche search with about 110 users looking for it per month. They've intentionally done this because they know using this keyword modifier, they can expand out the audience that they're trying to drive in to sell their speakers. Another really effective type of modifier is a purchase modifier. So these would include things like cheap, words like discount. As I'm cycling through these keyword searches, I'm getting different results because Google's trying to find what the best discounted or cheap provider is to basically get my eyeballs on the right website and purchase through. Looking at things like purchases, they're quite high intent too, so they're quite competitive. So having a keyword like buy wireless speaker is going to be a very, very competitive search because a lot of people will be looking for that. But to rank in that, you would have a type of user that's very high intent and probably going to purchase as soon as they land on that page because they're going to be very impressed by the result, hoping that the number one result is going to be something quite strong and powerful and the right type of product that they're trying to purchase. Now, a bit of an out there keyword modifier I discovered in my searches as well is an emotion-based keyword modifier. So it'd be interesting to see how this would work. So I'm looking through keyword results. I'm thinking about gifts. So the keyword modifiers that are even presented here, like gifts for men, gifts for girls, gifts for her, gifts for dad. But what about gifts for happy people? It's more emotion-based, but I'd really be interested to see what comes up. So now it's presented happiness gifts or totally thoughtful gifts that will light up someone's life. So there's different ways to look at the keyword searches, not just in terms of the more material things like the size and the purchase type and the cheapness of it, but also how they relate to particular emotions. What about gifts for sad people? Not that we want anyone to be sad, but there definitely are people that are struggling out there, and maybe someone's looking for particular gifts for those types of people as well. So this is where you can really layer in and find those different variations. This is the most fun way of doing keyword research, actually, for me, is instead of looking at a massive spreadsheet of all these thousands of keyword variations and combing through and finding them as well, it's actually going directly into Google and plugging things in, seeing what comes up, because they can actually create more inspiration for you to develop those. And keyword modifiers are just a great way of exploring that. Not all keywords are the same. There's a lot of variations out there you can optimize for, and using things like keyword modifiers just expand that out. So get out there, start modifying those keywords, and let me know the results. Thanks. We'll see you next time.